Welcome to Powerful Stoic Way, the place where we unlock the secrets to living with unapologetic power, unwavering purpose, and unshakable confidence. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden world of high-value men, those rare individuals who walk through life with a level of poise and precision that most can only dream of. But here's the twist. The things that truly set them apart are often left unsaid. What do high-value men never reveal to women? How do they protect their emotional and mental space like it's a fortress? Why is their time more valuable than gold? These aren't just traits. They're the keys to a life built on intentionality, strategy, and mastery of self. If you're ready to uncover the untold truths about what makes high-value men stand head and shoulders above the rest, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't want to miss this journey into the mind of a man who knows his worth. Let's get started. Number 1. They keep their emotional battles. Private high-value men live by an unspoken rule. Emotional struggles are best handled within. They know life throws curveballs, betrayals, rejections, and failures. But rather than seeking external validation or comfort, they choose to process their emotions internally. This approach is rooted in their belief that true strength lies in self-mastery. They don't want their struggles to define how others perceive them or become a burden to those around them. While this might make them appear distant or detached, it's far from the truth. High-value men feel deeply but view vulnerability as something to be earned, not freely given. To them, emotions are like a river, powerful but meant to be channeled constructively. They pour these emotions into their passions, careers, fitness routines, or personal growth, turning pain into fuel for success. This is why they're often seen as unshakable, even when life tests them. In relationships, this trait can confuse partners. A woman might wonder why her high-value partner doesn't open up about his bad day or deeper fears. But it's not about distrust. It's about timing and readiness. High-value men will share when they feel the relationship is built on mutual respect and understanding. They value women who can create a safe, judgment-free space for them to express themselves. No pressure, no prying. Robert Jordan says, "The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must, and survived." Furthermore, they believe that not every emotion requires an audience. In a world obsessed with broadcasting every feeling on social media, their restraint becomes an act of rebellion. Privacy is power, and high-value men guard it fiercely. They know their emotional battles are not weaknesses to be showcased, but stepping stones to a stronger self. Have you ever felt that someone close to you was dealing with more than they let on? Did they eventually open up, or did their silence inspire you to understand them in new ways? Share your story below. Number 2. They think long-term, not impulsively. High-value men are not impulsive decision-makers. They operate with a long-term vision, meticulously planning their steps to ensure their goals align with their ultimate purpose. This deliberate mindset separates them from the crowd and makes them stand out as leaders in their personal and professional lives. Whether it's deciding on a career path, committing to a relationship, or making financial investments, they think strategically. Every decision is weighed against their core values and future aspirations. For example, when choosing a partner, they look beyond surface-level attractions. They assess whether the relationship aligns with their life trajectory and whether the person will complement their growth journey. This long-term thinking often leads to misunderstood behavior. They may not always explain why they prioritize certain aspects of their lives or why they delay gratification. For instance, a high-value man may focus on building his career or financial stability rather than rushing into a relationship. To others, this can appear as emotional detachment or disinterest, but in reality, it's calculated foresight. That's why Jean-Jacques Rousseau said, "Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet." By keeping their plans private, high-value men shield themselves from unnecessary opinions and distractions. Sharing too much, too early, can lead to skepticism or negativity that might derail their focus. They know not everyone will understand their vision, and they're okay with that. In relationships, this trait can make them seem mysterious or overly serious. However, it also makes them incredibly reliable once they've committed to something or someone. Their calculated approach ensures they can build a solid foundation for the future, free from avoidable mistakes. Have you ever known someone who seemed like they were always one step ahead in life? How did their long-term thinking inspire or challenge you? Let us know in the comments. Number 3. Their standards are non-negotiable. High-value men have a crystal-clear understanding of what they want in life, and they refuse to compromise on their standards. These standards apply to every aspect of their lives: career, friendships, personal growth, and especially relationships. They know their worth and won't settle for anything less than what aligns with their vision. When it comes to relationships, they won't explicitly tell a woman if she doesn't meet their expectations. Instead, they let their actions speak. If a relationship doesn't resonate with their values or life goals, they simply move on, calmly and without unnecessary drama. This silent self-respect is part of what makes them so attractive. It demonstrates that they value quality over quantity and are unafraid to walk away when something doesn't serve them. This doesn't mean high-value men are arrogant or overly critical. On the contrary, they have immense respect for others, but they refuse to tolerate mediocrity in their own lives. Their high standards reflect their commitment to excellence and their understanding that life is too short to settle for less than what fulfills them. For women, this can be both inspiring and intimidating. Being with a high-value man means rising to meet his energy, not because he demands it, but because his presence naturally challenges those around him to grow. In today's world, where superficial connections are common, this unwavering commitment to high standards sets them apart. They don't chase validation or popularity. They pursue authenticity and depth. Number 4. They often struggle with emotional overload. Despite their calm and composed exterior, high-value men often wrestle with emotional overload. The pressures of leading, achieving, and constantly improving can take a toll on anyone, but high-value men rarely show it. Instead of venting or breaking down, they internalize these emotions, treating them as fuel for growth rather than obstacles. This doesn't mean they're immune to stress or anxiety. In fact, high-value men feel the weight of their responsibilities deeply. The difference lies in how they handle it. Rather than letting emotions control them, they compartmentalize, prioritize, and move forward with a sense of purpose. They understand that emotions are fleeting, but their actions and decisions have lasting consequences. To cope with emotional overload, high-value men often turn to physical activity, mindfulness practices, or creative outlets. They might hit the gym, meditate, or immerse themselves in a challenging project. These activities help them release tension while maintaining their focus and composure. In relationships, this can be difficult for partners to navigate. A high-value man might not always verbalize what he's going through, leading to misunderstandings. However, he deeply values a partner who can sense his unspoken struggles and offer quiet support without pressing for details. With the rise of conversations around mental health, high-value men are finding ways to balance stoicism with vulnerability. They may not share their struggles widely, but they are increasingly seeking ways to process emotions healthily. Have you ever sensed that someone close to you was carrying more than they let on? How did you respond, and what did you learn from the experience? Share your story in the comments below. Number 5. They have a strong inner circle, but it's small. High-value men don't surround themselves with large social groups or seek validation from an audience. Instead, they carefully curate a tight-knit inner circle of people they trust deeply. These individuals, friends, mentors, or family members, are chosen not for their proximity but for their loyalty, wisdom, and shared values. A small inner circle provides them with two things: emotional safety and clarity. High-value men know that having too many people in their lives can lead to unnecessary drama, divided loyalty, or diluted energy. By keeping their circle small, they create a safe space to share their thoughts, seek advice, or unwind without fear of judgment or betrayal. Edmund Lee said, "Surround yourself with those who see greatness within you, even when you don't see it yourself." Interestingly, they rarely share this dynamic with women. A high-value man understands that his inner circle is sacred, and he protects it fiercely. If a woman is introduced to his closest confidants, it's a significant sign of trust and commitment. However, this doesn't happen quickly. He observes how someone behaves over time, noting whether they align with his values before bringing them into his trusted fold. This exclusivity can sometimes make them appear secretive or aloof, but in reality, it's a reflection of their discernment. They'd rather have a few loyal allies than a crowd of superficial connections. In an era of friendship inflation, where people measure their worth by the number of followers or acquaintances, high-value men focus on quality over quantity. Their small circles allow them to build meaningful, lasting relationships that support their growth and success. Have you ever been part of someone's inner circle and felt the weight of that trust? Or do you have a small circle yourself? Share your experience in the comments. Number 6. They value time over everything else. For a high-value man, time is the most precious currency. They understand that while money can be earned back, time is irreplaceable. This mindset influences every decision they make, from how they structure their day to whom they spend their time with. They prioritize productivity and efficiency, often balancing demanding schedules packed with personal growth activities, work commitments, and time for reflection. This hyper-focus on time management can make them appear rigid or overly busy, but it's simply their way of maximizing every moment. High-value men don't waste time on things that don't serve their purpose, whether it's idle gossip, unproductive relationships, or aimless activities. They steer clear of distractions. This doesn't mean they don't enjoy leisure. They just make sure their downtime is intentional and rejuvenating. Michael Altshuler said, "The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot." In relationships, their reverence for time is evident. They won't waste a woman's time if they know the relationship isn't aligned with their goals. Likewise, they expect the same respect in return. For example, they may decline plans or prioritize their work over casual social events, not out of disinterest, but because they're laser-focused on their bigger picture. This trait can sometimes create tension, especially when their partner interprets their busy schedule as neglect. However, high-value men deeply appreciate women who understand their time boundaries and who share a similar respect for productivity and purpose. In a fast-paced world where distractions are endless, valuing time is a superpower. High-value men are trendsetters in this regard, embodying a mindset that many aspire to adopt. Number 7. They have a clear sense of purpose. Purpose is the cornerstone of a high-value man's life. Everything he does is aligned with this central mission, whether it's advancing his career, building a legacy, or contributing to a cause larger than himself. This clarity of purpose gives him direction and fuels his drive. A high-value man's sense of purpose isn't always something he shares openly. Instead, it's reflected in his actions. He invests his time, energy, and resources into pursuits that matter, refusing to get sidetracked by fleeting trends or societal expectations. For example, if he's focused on becoming a top entrepreneur, he won't be distracted by the pressures of living a conventional life. This strong sense of purpose can make relationships challenging. High-value men often prioritize their mission above all else, including romance. It's not that they don't value love, it's that they see their purpose as foundational to who they are. A partner who supports and understands this drive is deeply appreciated, but one who tries to compete with it will struggle to find harmony. Interestingly, this unwavering commitment to their purpose is what makes them so magnetic. People are drawn to their focus, ambition, and ability to resist distractions. Their purpose gives them an air of confidence that's impossible to ignore. With more people seeking meaningful lives in today's world, high-value men's dedication to purpose is becoming a blueprint for success. They inspire others to find and pursue their own why. Number 8. They're selective about who they give their energy. To high-value men, understand that energy is finite. They guard it fiercely, investing it only in people, tasks, and experiences that align with their goals and values. Unlike those who try to please everyone or spread themselves thin, high-value men are unapologetically selective about where and with whom they spend their time. This selectivity isn't about arrogance or superiority. It's about self-respect and boundaries. They've learned through experience that giving energy to the wrong people can lead to unnecessary drama, wasted time, and emotional exhaustion. For instance, they'll avoid toxic relationships, meaningless arguments, or situations where their contributions aren't valued. In relationships, this trait can be misinterpreted. A high-value man might seem distant or unwilling to engage in certain situations, but it's because he values peace over conflict. He prioritizes meaningful conversations and constructive interactions, avoiding petty disagreements that drain his energy. Women who understand this quality often find it refreshing. It shows that he's focused, intentional, and respects himself enough to say no when necessary. However, it can also challenge a partner who isn't used to such boundaries. High-value men thrive with women who recognize the value of mutual energy investment and are equally protective of their own well-being. In a world where everyone is vying for attention, the ability to say no has become a rare and powerful skill. High-value men exemplify this, inspiring others to be more mindful of their energy. Number 9. They keep their ambitions quiet until they're achieved. High-value men have a rule: never announce your moves until they're complete. They've learned that sharing plans prematurely can attract unwanted opinions, criticism, or even sabotage. Instead, they work diligently in the background, letting their results speak for themselves. This silent ambition is one of the reasons they're often seen as enigmatic or mysterious. They prefer action over words, believing that true success doesn't need validation from others. Whether it's building a business, mastering a skill, or achieving a fitness goal, they focus on execution rather than seeking approval. Frank Ocean. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. In relationships, this trait can create curiosity or even frustration. A woman might wonder why her high-value partner doesn't share every detail of his plans. But it's not about secrecy. It's about discipline. High-value men are cautious about who they allow into their inner thoughts, sharing only with those they trust deeply. This quiet determination often inspires admiration. Their ability to stay focused and disciplined in a world full of distractions is a rare quality. They know that results are the ultimate proof of effort, and they're willing to put in the work without needing applause along the way. With the rise of social media, where people broadcast every aspect of their lives, the quiet confidence of high-value men is a refreshing contrast. They remind us that not everything needs to be shared to be meaningful. Do you believe in keeping your goals private until they're achieved? Or do you find it helpful to share them for motivation? Let us know how you approach this in the comments below. Number 10. They prioritize personal growth. Above all else, for high-value men, personal growth is a lifelong commitment. They see every day as an opportunity to improve themselves, mentally, physically, and emotionally. This relentless pursuit of growth is what sets them apart and makes them so attractive. Whether it's reading books, attending workshops, or mastering new skills, high-value men are constantly seeking ways to expand their knowledge and capabilities. They don't see challenges as obstacles, but as stepping stones to becoming better versions of themselves. This growth-oriented mindset influences every decision they make, from the company they keep to the goals they set. Muhammad Ali. The man who views the world at 50 the same as he did at 20 has wasted 30 years of his life. In relationships, this focus on personal growth can be inspiring, but also intimidating. A high-value man expects his partner to share a similar passion for self-improvement. He doesn't demand perfection, but admires a willingness to evolve. This mutual commitment to growth creates a dynamic relationship where both partners elevate each other. However, his prioritization of growth can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. A woman might feel he's too focused on himself or his goals. But for a high-value man, personal development isn't just about self-interest. It's about becoming the best version of himself so he can offer more to those he cares about. In a world that often prioritizes comfort over growth, high-value men challenge societal norms. They inspire others to embrace discomfort and pursue their potential unapologetically. And there you have it, the hidden principles and untold truths that set high-value men apart. These aren't just superficial traits, they're the mindset, habits and strategies that drive them towards success, fulfillment, and lasting impact. High-value men don't just wander through life, they're on a mission, and their actions speak louder than words. Now, it's your turn. You have the power to unlock these same traits and elevate your own life to a level most people only dream of. Remember, becoming high-value isn't about chasing perfection. It's about understanding your worth, taking bold action, and continuously growing, no matter the challenges life throws your way. If this video resonated with you, smash that like button, subscribe to Powerful Stoic Way for more exclusive insights, and drop a comment sharing your own journey or thoughts. Don't just watch from the sidelines. Step up, rise above, and take control of your own narrative. The path to greatness is never easy, but it's always worth it. Let's keep pushing, keep evolving, and keep striving for the life you were born to lead. Until next time, stay powerful, stay relentless, and always aim higher.